All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Atlanta. Good morning, Southeast. Good morning, each and every one of you, wherever you are. If you're listening to the Daily Huddle as a recording, or if you're just right here with us, this is a beautiful community that has been created over a couple of years now. Sorrel, good morning. Thank you for being here, man.
I'm besides myself, Gio. I'm seeing Catherine and Tom on a screen. I'm seeing Vince and Holly, Sheila. Oh my God. Gio, today feels like it's the first day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Sorrel, for me, it does not feel like the first day. The first day was right in the middle of the daily hot of the COVID. And here's an interesting thing I often like to share. The way the Daily Huddle started was because we had a client who was in the middle of a real frustration, anxiety, uncertainty about the way things were unfolding at the beginning of COVID. And I was having conversations with this client about 2-3 times a day about where is my business going, my employees, and her vision, and all this stuff. And I said, I can't talk to you all the time. What we're going to do is we're going to huddle up in the morning, and we're going to create a context for the day, and we're going to be powerful, and you're going to be showered, and you're going to, like if you're just going to go to work. And then I called Sorrel and said, hey man, I really don't want to do this by myself. We're going to just kind of huddle with a few people. Let's do it in the morning. And then Sorrel said, well, why don't we just stream it on Facebook, and then we just have people join in, and however they do works. And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. And then that was like 6-7 years ago or 5 years ago. Over 500,000 people have, in some degree or another, touched the Daily Huddle. And guess what? This lady never showed up.
What a story.
Never showed up.
Universal
He never showed up, and it was all created for her because of how she felt. And anyways, the connection, the emotional connection with her business, her life, her vision, and she never showed up. So thank you, all of you, for showing up. That's the story of the Daily Huddle. That's how this whole thing had kicked off.
And Gio and I concluded that, that's how God's emissaries show up. They show up, they lay it on you, and you get obedient, you say yes, and you move forward, and then you and others get blessed. And so did that one woman, because she fulfilled her purpose. She was the spark that created it all. And man, we're so grateful for that.
And she doesn't even know how important she was.
Actually, I've told her so many times, hey, you got to understand what happened. I met Vince, and I met Farid, and I met, so many of you, Stan, everything, because you've got to come to the Daily Huddle at least once, and she never did. That is phenomenal. What I want to say to get us started, today's not necessarily like our last day of our relationship, but it is the last day of the way the Daily Huddle has been looking like since when, Sorrel? How many episodes now? At 1,000?
Today would be 1353.
1,353 episodes. Yeah. Right. And I was looking at Facebook's analytics and how many people we have reached, and it's almost 1 million people without any money. And so it's been a really beautiful journey of play. This has been one project, if you will, if we can call it a project, where there were no goals necessarily, there was no stress necessarily, there was just an intention. And the intention was in many ways, to get to know you, to get to touch you, to get to inspire you, to get to move the needle in the direction that you want your life to go. And I don't know if it has been fulfilled or not for so many of you, but what I like to say is that today is about completing that which we started a while ago. And Sorrel and I want to say something about being complete. And then we would love to hear from as many of you, anything you need to say to have yourself be complete with the way the Daily Huddle look like. And as people get to acknowledge the Daily Huddle, I really want you to feel acknowledge yourself. I really do. Any time you hear the Daily Huddle, feel yourself in there, because there is no there is no growth without the listening of another. There is no life without the listening of another. And you have provided a beautiful listening for all of us to grow our lives. And anyway, so I wanted to say that, Sorel, to get this thing going.
Man.
Anything you want to say, Sorel?
Say it again. And whenever Sheila raises her hand, I don't have anything to say. I just say, Sheila.
That's so great. Oh my God. Well, one thing that I loved about the Daily Huddle, when Sorel and Gio, the first time I was on, and it was early on, I was so excited. It was during the pandemic. My hair was a mess. So I had somebody come from Fayetteville to Doraville to bring me a bad wig. Right? I wore a wig and we had the makeup team. You would have thought I was on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and I treated the huddle that way. And but it was so great because I wanted to do a TV show on with Coaches and Coffee to get people started for the week. And the Daily Huddle gave me the courage to start my Facebook live show, Coaches and Coffee. And so I've been on the huddle, I don't know how many times. I don't know, Sorel, do you guys remember we did a special panel on faith and community? And it really launched me being responsible for that I have a voice that wants to be heard. And I can do it with, like you said, without any money, just do it. So it gave me the courage to do what I wanted to do out in the world. So I thank the huddle for that. I don't know of all these people, but I know I was on a lot. And I was honored. I never told Sorel and Gio no. If they called me the day of, Sheila, can you do the huddle today? Sure. So who you are for me is are trailblazers, someone who stuck to it, did it you guys have no idea what it takes to do something, be so disciplined that you create it day in and day out. So I thank you for your leadership, your diligence, your demonstration of what's possible in creating an empowering context and conversation every single day the Lord sends, Monday through Friday. So I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for the opportunity it's been for me. And thank you to all of you who, most of you have been a part of my life for a while, that's on here, but I've met quite a few people myself as well through the huddle. So thank you. God bless you on your next endeavor. And we do our things together, so we need to create something new ourselves. Thank you. God bless you so that other people can share. I'm going to be quiet. I love you. I love you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For being here, for your leadership. Sorel, I want us to say, and thank you for everything you created, Sheila. Sorel, I want us to say something about being complete.
Yeah, let's do that.
Saying something and then take as many shares as we can.
Yeah, and I'll begin by saying something, Gio, and then you take it and run with it. I said earlier, Gio, that this morning feels like the first day, and for me to be complete is to be at the edge of a precipice where what's beyond it is not anything other than everything that can be new, everything that can be created with all the freedom in the world to do so, and all the gratitude for everything that's behind us and everything that's here and now. So I'm with you, Gio. This is not the end of something. This is the beginning of something phenomenal. And what makes it phenomenal is that we don't know what it is. And we have the freedom not to know because together we're so fulfilled. I'm always fond of saying that the Daily Huddle has been and continues to be a trifecta of contribution. It contributes to the host, a group of people who have something to say and can't shut up about it anyway, so you might as well come. And a group of people who end up listening, they benefit from what the hosts say. And then the world around, the way people share about it, the way people connect others to it, everyone ends up benefiting. And we don't get to know how that difference is made or who it's made to. So, Gio, that's what I want to say to create completion not as a distinction, but as an experience that I'm living now that I can't contain.
I love that experience, Sorel. Thank you for saying and sharing your experience that way. For me, what I want to say to all of you about being complete with the Daily Huddle, and I'd like to add this to what Sorel is saying. For the most part, when I get something complete, it has a certain nostalgic behind it, or an upset, like an unfulfilled expectation around either a relationship that gets ended or completed or a project. There's always this little feelings and emotions of it could have been better, or it should have been better, or I should have said this, or I shouldn't have said that. And for the most part, people use this really different ways of dealing with completion. But for the most part, people just ignore the emotion and they just kind of move on, or they just insult the other person and they just kind of move on. So, it's just kind of carry something. We kind of carry something for the future, and it's just kind of always there in the between people. And so we wanted to create today and as an opportunity to point in the direction that Sorel was saying, point in the direction of celebration, of opening up a future, right? The opportunity of a future between ourselves, all of us who are here, or in your life. And also maybe leave a seed of how to complete powerfully. If you're going to let go somebody from work, sometimes letting somebody go from work can be really, really significant, right? Or it could be a party. We could just party like Sheila is partying right now. So I don't want to dismiss or diminish the nostalgia that it is there for me and maybe some of you. And I do want to embrace the opportunity of celebration. So we would love to hear as many of you, whatever you need to say in a few words to have yourself be complete and in a space of celebration.
Please raise your hands like crazy, your electronic hands, and we'll just call them as they come. And that way, most of you will have an opportunity to say.
We'll start with Vince, and then we'll go with Dr. Gupta, and then Mary Pat. Go ahead, Vince. Great to see you, Vince. Damn, God damn it, man. So great.
I am so excited to share with my Daily Huddle family what the Daily Huddle has meant to me. Just here, first of all, seeing Sheila James and seeing Mary Campbell and seeing Rose and seeing Gio and seeing Sorel and Robin has meant the world. And Andrea Villa, it is so cool to see everybody. Tara, who's got a heart of gold. I mean, she just is so empathetic. You can see the empathy coming from her. It's so cool. I founded Daily Huddle in 2001. You asked me to host a show and come up with a question that the show would answer. I'll never forget. Gio thought my question was a lie. My question was something like, I can show you how to eat as much as you want and still lose weight. Gio said, listen, Vince, you're not allowed to lie on this show. He actually didn't say that because he's too kind, but I know that's what he was thinking. And he actually followed what we said. He ate as much as he wanted. He lost weight. And when we met live, I think that was the end of 21 or the beginning of 22. When did we do the live? In I think it was in Smyrna. It was a emotional moment for me to meet so many of you, and my business with Rollin was just getting started, and we were floundering. When I say we were floundering, we were floundering. And I remember Gio and Sorel asked me to write down what I don't even remember the question, but the question was something like what you could do if you weren't afraid or something like that. You know how their genius gets you to tap into the reserves. And I wrote down something like I would run a business that does $1 million. And they asked me to read it. And I got choked up. And since I wrote that note, we have a 5-day challenge now that has reached and have had 15,000 people that have been through our challenge. We have generated over $1 million since the time that we started. And this group right here had more to do with it than any of you realize. I am grateful. I am grateful to Gio, to Sorrel, and I have no idea the discipline that you guys have to go on 5 days a week for 5 years. For 5 years, 5 days a week for 5 years. I am impressed. I bow down to you. I am grateful, and I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for putting this together.
Thank you.
Vince, thank you so much. So much memory, so much gratitude we have for you. And I'm actually looking for the video where you are recorded when you said, you know, you were right next to Sheila and you were choking up, and then you said what you said, and what a celebration to see that your business have grown that far. If I find it before the end of today, would certainly show it.
Either
I
way,
want to
Vince,
say more.
don't run. Be sure
I
you
can't
say,
say
because I
more
want you
because
to
I really
close
would
out.
love to hear. Sorry, I want to say more. I can't say more because we really want to hear as many as you can. And then so make sure you guys keep it as short as you could. And I want to know that I want to stay here until the end of times. Dr. Gupta, go ahead.
The way Gio and Sorrel, you say this, I'm going to borrow it from your language. There was my word before Daily Huddle, and now there is a word after Daily Huddle. My first appearance on Daily Huddle was almost 3.5 years ago, and that was my first introduction to the art of public speaking. Before that, I used to talk. Daily Huddle taught me how to speak in a way that makes an impact on the audience I'm speaking to, but also fulfills me in ways that I had never imagined before. Then Daily Huddle gave me the mentors and coaches that I did not know I needed. Tara, Sorrel, and of course, Giovanni. And I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge Manisha for responding to a random Facebook post almost 4 years ago, asking for recommendations for a business leadership coach. And Manisha, thank you for connecting me with Giovanni. I'm forever grateful to you.
My
and
pleasure.
I'm so grateful to Daily Huddle, Giovanni, Tara, Sorrel, each one of you. Thank you. Thank you for doing what you guys do.
Awesome.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta. Oh my gosh, what a celebration to have you here. Your journey, your message, oh my gosh, so much to say. Sorrel.
Gio, we'll take them in the order that they come. I want to hear them all. Mary Pat, come on.
Go ahead, Mary.
You're on deck.
Wow. What I have to say is wow. Just even the beginning here. What I do want to report, and it's from this gathering, that I really gained strength to follow my dream. And right now I'm speaking from our new home in Florida on a beautiful lake, my husband and I, and it's because of a contact that we had on the Daily Huddle that we nurtured over years. And that was Victor Nasser was on talking about money one time, and we are living our dream. And it's because of this program that I literally was like, came out of that, oh, what are we going to do? It's COVID, to I'm going to live my life and we're going to live in possibility. And here we are. So thank you for your gift of giving, serving, and especially listening big to me. Thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
so wonderful, Mary Pat. Thank you for saying that, creating us that way. And as you hear Mary Pat and Dr. Gupta and Vince, this is an acknowledgement to you. There's no growth without the listening of another. and your listening has been nothing but generous over the years. Go ahead, Mary Pat.
Mary Campbell, that is.
I'm sorry, Mary Campbell. I'm so sorry.
Maria, you're next. Chase, you're next.
Yeah, so I am just so incredibly grateful. I know that when during COVID, trying to find like where are the cool people? I just wanted to go hang out with the cool people. I got to find the cool people. And when I heard Sorrel was up to something, I'm like, okay, I'm plugged in. I'm plugged into the cool people. Several major things occurred, numerous contacts. We created with Mark, we created the resiliency conference for online resiliency conference for women, which was just absolutely amazing. That could never have happened without your direction. And one other big thing that really happened for me was in your weekend workshop that you did in the September of 2020. It was, although decades of transformational work, I had been unsuccessful consistently in getting my husband to hear my acknowledgement of him. And he actually heard me. He heard me, and we got that complete. And I'm so grateful because he died only a few months later. It was just amazing. And then I cannot pass the Daily Hub without talking about Vince. Vince is just the red line, eating below the red line. Although I am not eating below the red line. I love my seafood and I love my eggs, and I drink my alcohol on occasions, maybe more often than I should. But what I want to tell you is that even though 5 years ago I was diagnosed with a chronic awful disease, by eating a plant-based diet, not eating pork, beef, chicken, I am still at stage 0, and my numbers are good. And I have you to thank for that. So, and I chair people about, oh, listen, I need to tell you about these two crazy guys and how they are like a mutton chef, and how they bounce off of each other, and how entertainment. If I tell you you're going to be on a conversation for a couple of hours or 3 hours or something every day, you're going to think, oh, no, I'm not doing that. But I said it is entertainment. You will not find a movie that's as great as that. So, Vince, I'm just so acknowledge you. I acknowledge the Daily Huddle for really looking for fabulous people who are creating something that really helps the world. So thank you so much, Gio and Sorrel. I love you, and thank you.
Thank you, Mary Campbell, and we love you. And this is so moving. Vince must be dying over there. Vince, thank you for your work. Go ahead, Sorrel.
Sangria, and then Chase, and then Rose. Come on.
Okay, greetings and good morning. Can you hear my voice?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. So I've been here since the beginning, and when coronavirus happened, I was like, what am I going to do? And so Gio and Sorrel, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for creating this, because it has always uplifted me, empowered me, enhanced my spiritual journey, and I will forever be deeply grateful. And all the different magnificent leaders that you have on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they all were a remarkable contribution and made such a difference for me. And Gio, you said, don't forget to acknowledge yourself. So I want to acknowledge myself for calling Gio and Sorrel and saying, look, Paul Zohar, he's an expert in communication. Let's have him on the Daily Huddle. Yes. Rachel Siegelman, she's got the medicine of all medicine. She wrote the book, Discover the Power of Laughter. Let's have her on the Daily Huddle. Yes. David Cunningham, one of our world's greatest spiritual leaders. Let's have him on the Daily Huddle. He just wrote the book, Your Love Does Matter. So I want to say thank you for saying yes to me. And I will always hold the Daily Huddle in a very special place in my heart. Oh, and one more thing. Until further notice, celebrate everything.
Love it, Maria Sangria. You're a yes in life. You create a yes in others. You're amazing. Chase, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Spectacular. Well, firstly, I want everyone to know I had to follow Vince. Okay.
Oh, Chase, you're breaking up.
Oh no.
Oh, Chase, no worries,
Oh,
Chase.
no.
We'll get you back again. Thank you. And yeah, that's what it looks like. And that's how it feels when you have to follow Vince. You just like flip and die. That's what happens. Go ahead, Rose. Go ahead.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Oh, my goodness. I could just say ditto, ditto, ditto to so many of the things that have been said by others. My own personal growth and development as a result of my relationship with the Daily Huddle, getting my public speaking voice from you, you know, just being with all the wonderful people, Sheila and Vince and Dr. Monica, who's, you know, not here with us this morning. It's been amazing. But here's the thing that I really want to say. So on Monday morning, you know, if you type in this code, right, at 9 a.m., you're not going to get the Daily Huddle. I guess that's what you call completion. But in my opinion, there is no completion of the Daily Huddle because it lives in the growth and development. It lives in the relationships got made. It lives everywhere that it's touched. So there's no completion. It lives. And I thank you for what it took for you and Sorrel to keep this alive and reinforced in the forever, the way that you have over the past 4 to 5 years. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rose.
Thank you,
so
Rose.
much. Thank you
for, you know, being a member of the family who, like Sheila James, we know we can call on very, very, very short notice. And Rose always says yes. Thank you for creating the soil in which we all grew, Rose. Love you.
Thank you. Harumi.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's amazing there are so many people here today, isn't it? I just joined this Daily Huddle a couple of years ago, thanks to our mastermind, H2 Brother Stan Anderson. I'm so happy to be here. It's so amazing. Just one connection makes such a big difference, big impact, and get to know so many people, so many great things. So I just want to say thank you and congratulations for the past 5 years and keep moving forward, right? Let's get connected. Thank you.
Yes, Harumi. Yes, thank you so much for speaking the impact of Daily Huddle for you. Go ahead, Michelle.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody. Oh my gosh. It is 6 a.m. in Arizona here.
And you're here.
And I'm here. I dragged myself out of bed early to get myself put together and in front of the camera so that I could say goodbye to everybody or hello again. And this has been such a wonderful community for me. I do want to say a huge thank you to Chase Steele Gray for taking on our social media for such a long time. He took over Project 24/7's Instagram for a while, and we are so grateful that he did that. I have made so many lovely connections, and I have so many people to thank from the Daily Huddle. It has been such a wonderful journey with Project 24/7. I want to share with you guys, our app is in development and it will be live in August. We are saving lives. For those of you who don't know, Project 24/7 is building a cell phone application for suicide prevention.
Oh my God.
So if you want to learn more, project247.org. But anyway, this is about the Daily Huddle. And I want to thank you so much for all your support over the years. You have created such a wonderful community. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's so wonderful. Great work, Michelle. Great work, Vince, for taking that over. Just wonderful. Go ahead, author Robin Cistern. I actually have your book here too.
Look at
It's
that.
one of my
Look at that.
Bibles.
Look at that. Hey, everybody, look, I want to just say thanks. This was a way to get out when everything was locked in. It was a way to get our voices out there, to show the world that the world still existed. I'm going to fire up the Wayback Machine real quick. We had a live in-person event on December 4th. It was a Saturday at the Smyrna Community Center. I got to be a part of that. It was December 4th, 2021. And Gio has been gracious enough to allow me to share this little video clip that I dug up because I think it says it all. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
Even if I am an opinionated prick, that sometimes my opinions do matter. And people do want to hear what I have to say. And that you guys really have a way of putting us on the spot, individually and corporately, to really dig in to what it is that limits us and what is stopping us from being all that we can be. So you guys are in the perfect place because teaching leadership and business management and stuff, this was amazing. This was absolutely, you know, I'm happy to be your guinea pig. I'll just say that. Because what I got out of it will far surpass anything you get out of it, I promise you. What I get out of this today, what I get out of our debriefing sessions after our meetings, I don't know if, as the host, we do a debrief after the meeting's over. We hang out and chat. And we find ourselves going until 10 o'clock. We need another half an hour. And it's normally Gio kicking my butt, right? But it's changing who I am. And it's giving me the ability to see myself in a different perspective. And allowing that is been very valuable to me. So that's my takeaway.
And I don't feel that just about the event on December 4th, 2021. That's how I feel about this entire thing, this ecosystem you've created, this living, breathing family that has become a part of my life, that will always be a part of my life, and that I'm very, very grateful to have been a part of. So thank you for calling me out. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity, and thank you for letting me have another few minutes here to say how grateful I am, and I'm sure how grateful every other person that's on this screen and the other almost 1 million people you've impacted over the years you've been doing it. And I'm super excited to see what the next thing is and to be a part of that as well. Godspeed, everybody.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you. Awesome. Tara.
Good morning. I will be brief, but I want to say that, the word vulnerability has been thrown around as a buzzword for the past decade, I think. And it's been defined in so many ways, but the best definition I think I ever heard was the willingness to learn, change, and grow. And to me, that is the through line. That is what connects the people that continue to show up for the Daily Huddle are all about. They really are open to learning, growing, changing, thinking about things in a different way. And those are my people. And that's one thing that I'm just forever grateful for. And I'm grateful for people that just by hearing their voice or seeing their face inspire me. And those are people like Giovanni, fire up my freaking heart, and Sorrel with all the love that you give, and Vince, that energy, it's just so real and authentic. It never stops giving. I can't list all the people, but Andrea, you continue to just amaze me and educate me. Dr. Gupta, you are forever, forever my friend. But I want to tell y'all, above all these people, there is no doubt in my mind that I would not have the lifelong friendship that I know I'm going to have with Catherine Sable. And that is completely because of the Daily Huddle. And if I took nothing else from that, as you all know, I think that relationships are the most precious gift on earth. And the Daily Huddle has given me many of those. So I just want to say thank you. It has been an absolute honor.
Thank you, Tara.
Wow, Tara, thank you. The honor has been ours. The honor has been ours. Vince, before you go.
These wonderful ladies that I was
honored to share with. They helped me create my new mantra.
Oh, big dog, you got this. Let's do this.
I am a skillful, creative leader of a multi-million-dollar operation.
Often. But we're important to this is habits of.
We'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that one. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Vince. Go ahead, Rashida.
Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising. Thank you so much to everyone, to Tara, to Catherine, to Vince. I started Daily Huddle when you was here. And I'm so happy that when you was leaving, I was like, okay, what we gonna do with the space? And hold and behold, Chase came by to save the day. And it was amazing when he came by and saved the day. Chase, my dear brother, you know I love you, but Sorrel love more, says Gio. Gio, thank you so much for being a special friend. Thank everyone from the Daily Huddle. I've been here for 3.5 years with you all guys, but for me, it's a lifespan of time I spend with the Daily Huddle, and I will be always part of the Daily Huddle, no matter what. Anywhere you all go, I will be there. Thank you, and thank you some more. And don't forget, like what Dr. Monica will say is, shake your body. Shake it, move it, and don't stop moving. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashida.
Beautiful, Rashida.
Thank you. Lee, go ahead. And
Yeah,
then-
thank you. Good morning from Sacramento, California. I was on pretty religiously for probably about 6 or 8 months, maybe 9 months. I don't know. I loved it. And thank you, Robin Stern. You're the one who got me here. And I love talking to you guys, hearing from you. But when I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, when I was, doing it pretty regularly, I was really enjoying it. But my lifestyle changed quite a bit in the last year. My father was living with me. And during that time, he'd hear me on the phone at 6 o'clock in the morning and say, "You must be really busy. You must be active in your business." Well, these weren't necessarily business phone calls. They were motivation phone calls. And I'd get a chance then, while he was having a cup of coffee, I'd go tell him what I heard and who I met. And through you guys, he was highly inspired with some of the things that I heard from you guys. But everything changed when he got sicker, and I had more things I had to do more things for him in the morning, because when you get up in the morning, you need things done for you, and he couldn't do them all himself. And he passed about 1.5 years ago. We sold the house. I moved only about a mile away. But now that my health has also declined quite a bit, and I'm disabled, pretty much fully disabled, I have to exercise every morning. I mean, it's very important, or else I'll just lose whatever I've got in terms of strength of my body. So that's what I've been doing in the morning. That's why I haven't been able to join you at 6 o'clock. And I really appreciate everything you guys have given me, and I've really tell you, it's been really valuable. When I was here, I really felt good that day.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee, and thank you for sharing your father and you, and thank you for being here at 6 in the morning and including your health and wellness today. So great. Thank you. Ronald.
People. I'm looking at the bottom of the screen. There's about, at one point it was 42, now it's down to 36. But I would not leave that. I mean, it's not the last Daily Huddle, I'm sure. And if it was done live, it probably would not have that many people there. Life will be on the way. But being here with you people, 40 plus people here, my life is sourced from you. And I'll say it again. My life is sourced from you. And all of you knows me. I get to be emotional when I go there. But you guys are the strength of the day. I've heard many nuggets from the Daily Huddle. The nuggets that filled up your day to a point like you want to go and have a day. So all of you is not about Gio and Sorrel. It's about everybody that I see on the screen. Robin, you got me crying one day for your service as a veteran. Okay, it was so powerful. Tara, I mean, everyone. I can chase, I can name Zach and Kimberly. I mean, I can really name all of you, things that I learned from all of you. Sheila, my twinnie. Sheila is my birth. We're born the same day. So I got to know so much about you guys. This is this. I mean, the possibility of something that was just like Sorel and Gio like saying, I have a bad idea, they have bad ideas, but this bad idea created the world for me. Thank you so much. I'm gonna stop there. I'm complete. I can name every single one of you here, how impacting it's been. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ronald. Thank
I'm
you so much.
complete.
Thank you, Ronald.
Thank you, Ronald. Kimberly, oh, so great. What? Damn it.
I know Zach's traveling today, so he's on, but I don't know that he can get on and speak. So we'll see if he can or he can't. But I just want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you for Tara for calling and saying, "Hey, you want to do this?" And thank you for Gio and Sorrel for saying, "Sure, here's a day," right, and giving us a platform to spread our message about financial literacy for almost 2 years, and making us, for us, I think after COVID, we didn't really have a schedule, right? We work for ourselves, we take care of our kids, and Monday mornings, every single Monday morning, and I'm sure Sorrel, much to his chagrin, every Sunday night, he's like, "Do you have a question for tomorrow?" I'm like, "I promise I'm getting it to you." But it just made us better. It made us be intentional, and it made us, formulate our thoughts and ideas and really be able to come and share it with you guys. And thank all of you for showing up. It reminded me when Rashida was talking, she brought joy every single morning to the Daily Huddle with her hello and her good morning and her voice, and hearing all of your voices and just all the differences just reminds me of how great this community is. So thank you all.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Kimberly.
So great. Michelle.
Oh, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. What a privilege to be here. I had to make it my business to get here. At work as usual, but I had to make it my business to get here. And to all of you, deep bow. I've been here when I could, and when I couldn't, I know I was missing out. But thank you. I want to say thank you to Gio, Sorrel, Tara, Rose, Dr. Monica, Chase, all of you who are, in my opinion, I see you all as light bearers. You are light bearers to all those who show up here, and also to the planet. The energy that you give out, and I know it's whether you're here on this platform or if you're not, I know that the energy that you're putting forth into the world by just being who you are is uplifting all of us. And for that, I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for God putting the ideas in your minds to create such a space, and for your willingness and obedience to follow that divine inspiration and taking action upon it. And I'm grateful and appreciative also of Mastermind Stan, because this is how I came to know about this platform in the Daily Huddle. So I know there are replays. Sometimes I tap into that, but I want to thank you. Thank you for being you, and thank you for expanding us in our consciousness. I am grateful and I am complete. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for creating that for us. Expanding consciousness. I love that. Chase, you're back.
iPhone 101. Do not stay in the sun for too long. Your phone will shut off. Just want to put that out there. So as I was saying before, I had to follow Vince. And you know, energy follows energy. When I saw Vince, I went, who is this freaking guy? Look at him. It's like he has cords in him from different like power sources. He doesn't stop. How are you going to be when you go down, Chase? I was asking myself that. Luckily, I have very big energy as well, but I wanted to give Vince some respect because I love watching. Even just now, I'm like, oh, shoot, there he is. Oh, my God, he's back. He was like, boom, 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 boom. Anyhow, I love the Daily Huddle. I think I was here for a reason. I was brought here by Rashida. And I don't remember, Sorrel, I was in the huddle for like 2 months before becoming a host, 3 months, something like that. And it was really bizarre to me because I saw myself as being a host. I saw myself as being in this environment. It was just, okay, put the light switch on and start it. It was great. So I have to thank all of you for supportiveness. And man, I've had some emotional moments before the huddle, after the huddle, on the huddle. And when you go someplace where the words or the people are extracting this stuff from you that you need to let go of, it's a blessing, a really huge blessing. I'm in New York City. You know how much I love my city. You just go to my Instagram, you're like, yeah, he really loves that city. When I'm out in the city and I'm thinking about all of you people from the huddle and things I've said and things that I've heard, I have a moleskin that proves I've been on the Daily Huddle a multitude of times. I walk around with it. I look at it. I glance back at it again. Oh, remember Monica said that. Oh my God, Gio said this thing on the, and I flipped through it. So there's a connection that is really, really, really heartfelt and deep. And you never know. Did you say you reached over 1 million people with the huddle? Did you say that? That to me is just like crazy. And I want to give a special shout out to my friend Holly Murphy, who's on here. I had no idea my friend Holly knew about the huddle. This is what I'm saying. I'm seeing a face on here right now. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. She was on a while ago. And then I thought about it and I was like, I haven't seen her in a while. Huddle's always bringing back people. Always, always, always. I love you guys. I'm here for you always. You know how to reach me. And I am going to close before I get emotional right now. Love you all.
You are loved, Chase. Beautiful.
Chase, you're beautiful.
All right.
Thank you for allowing yourself to be emotional. Go ahead, Sorrel.
I was going to say, all right, Shiva, you might be the last one. Go for it.
Oh, goodness, Chase, I'm right with you. I'm like, oh, goodness. So I love you all. I love y'all. First, I want to say a thank you to Maria Sangria. Your promise. The Daily Huddle lived up to your promise. I learned about the Daily Huddle a few years ago, and Maria said, hey, listen, there's this podcast. And she said, I promise you, no matter what time you give to it, it'll be a valuable contribution to your life. And if you know Maria Sangria, you know how she creates her invitations. And so first off, thank you, because it has and continues to be. I want to share something that I think it was Michelle who said that the Daily Huddle, that you all are bearers. You're like light, you know? And so there's a particular time that I'm thinking of. It was about a year ago. I was very depressed in this particular season. I was in my bed. I was crying. I had the curtains were closed. I was under the covers. And then my alarm goes off for the Daily Huddle. And I was just like, oh no, I can't get on. I'm so sad and depressed. I can't be on camera. Like you talking about the lowest of the low, right? And then I had about 5 more minutes. I knew the Daily Huddle. And then I remembered, you know what? No matter, every single time I come onto the Daily Huddle, the energy, the love, the light, I literally always get an instant boost. And so if you can imagine like a teddy bear, right? you know, you hug your teddy bear or your pillow and you're feeling this. And just imagine that I was under the covers, hugging my phone, like, like literally listening to 5 last minutes of the Daily Huddle. And within 1 minute, I popped up and it was like I was remembering possibility. I was remembering my worthiness. I am that light. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, but within 1 minute, I was jolted up. So that is the Daily Huddle for me. And recently, thank you all. You all were so gracious to invite me to speak to your audience about, you know, something that I love and I'm so passionate about. And so to have such a high regard and respect for a platform, and then to have you all invite me to not only participate, but like trust me with your audience. You talk about like a dream that I didn't even know was a dream, but it was like an honor. And this is my anniversary, y'all, because it was last Friday. Happy anniversary to me. And but the love, the questions that you all asked, multiple people said it, it's like someone can ask you a question that you didn't know that not only like you needed to answer for your own growth and healing and power. And so many other things. So I'm so grateful. I'm so incredibly grateful for the Daily Huddle and for all. I haven't seen all the episodes, but all the light and the love and the platform that you have provided so many of us. And then finally, I'm going to say this, to see men, the divine masculine is how I see you all carrying this torch, bringing life and love and responsibility and authenticity, right? To me, it is like, it is priceless and it's so beautiful. And I'm so grateful. And I'm gonna, before I can't hold back the tears anymore, so I'm gonna stop. So just thank you.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Shiva. Thank you for being here and creating your love and your passion and your light. Sorrel, I saw Dr. Saberwal raise her hand before. So we go with you, Manisha, and then you, Ada, and then I think that there will be Sorrel. You give us your last, or whatever you need to say.
That'll work. That'll work.
Manishita, go ahead. Dr. Saberwal, go ahead.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, the most important thing I want to say is that I think has been a great platform. I remember when COVID started and I still had to leave the house every day, and I wondered, but I didn't want Giovanni to leave the house every day because I was afraid what would happen. And so I am extremely proud of Giovanni and Sorrel for creating this, because somehow they created a community for people who couldn't leave the house. So I think that's pretty spectacular. I haven't been to a lot of them, but the ones that I have been extremely contributory to our lives. Particularly, I know Giovanni and I would fight about everything that Vince would say, but at the end, and sometimes it was me telling him to put down the rice, and sometimes it was me saying I want to eat steak. But at the end of the day, we have really transformed how we eat in our home. And although we still have some transformation of our physique, I'm pretty confident that the inside is much healthier than it was before. And I think this has, it has definitely transformed the way I communicate, but mostly Giovanni has transformed the way I communicate. So nonetheless, I'm very proud of both of you. It's kind of sad to see this go, and I haven't probably been a part of it for years, but I knew that even though I'm working, I had to be there for the last one. So congratulations to you all.
Manishi, that means the world to me that you're here. And I love that you mentioned how we used to go back and forth about Vince's crazy way of being and the code. And oh my gosh, I love that you mentioned that. And it means everything to me that you took your time to be here.
Of course.
Ada.
Hola, hola from Mexico. Listen, wow, wow, wow. I am in such awe of all of these wonderful testimonies. So I was a one-time contributor, and I did I maybe was at one or two of the episodes or the events, but it is very obvious the impact that this venue, this whole program has made in many people's lives. So I feel, like a bit sad that I didn't engage more than I did. But I want to I know the host and I know many people. I see many people that I know here. And I want to thank the host, you, Giovanni, and Sorrel, and other hosts that I'm not familiar with, for bringing this light to people's lives. I have always had a fascination with life, health, well-being, living your best life, and now delving into this is not an implication, it's just an interest in death and the other side and what we can expect and what really is happening. So I find in listening to all of these wonderful testimonies, I'm just in awe of what you gentlemen have brought into the world. So for me, thank you for your contribution, and as such, just listening, it has become a contribution to me and my husband. We work as partners in our like interest. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for what you've done for the world.
Thank you, Ada.
Beautiful, Ada. Thank you, Ada. Thank you for being a one-time contributor and a powerful listener for the possibility of the future. Sorrel, time has come to give some new direction.
I just want to call out some names, and just calling them out alone moves me to tears. The contribution that the Daily Huddle has been could have never been if it wasn't for the people who said, yes, I've got something crazy to say. I'm going to come on the Daily Huddle and say it because I can't shut up anyway. I love you. I love our hosts. I want to name Kimberly and Zach Odie, Tara Heaton, Catherine Sable, Andrea Villa, Chase Steele Gray, Sheila James, like the ones who like jump in whenever a host can't make it. Monica Ogando, Dr. Monica Ogando, Robin C. Stern, Arthur Robin, Rita Williams jumped in a few times. So each of you made it possible for something crazy that Gio and I said we would do. And I remember Gio said, yeah, we'll do it through COVID. I said, no, Gio, we can't stop until we cross episode 1000. And we fought about that, but we stayed and stuck with it, and we're the better for it. I think the biggest contribution has been to us, Gio, like the way we grew. And I want to thank you for being my partner in this, for always saying yes, for always creating. I love our hosts. I love you. I love the Daily Huddle. I love the people who listened and the people who spoke. And I'd love for Vince to come on and end the show with us so he could do that eyeglass thing.
Let me say something. Let me say something before Vince closes it. I'm going to say something before Vince closes it and closes all of us. And man, that's so great that you're inviting Vince. Here's what I want to say before Vince gives us a closes today. What I want to say is, so the Monday through Friday is taking a new direction as we have been sharing with you guys. Thank you all for being here. It means the world to me, to Sorrel, to each host, to the person next to you on the camera, that you're here. Thank you for making community for so long. And the love and your generosity and your listening has made my life a dream. And that's what I want to say. Sorrel and I, we're going to continue for a while. We're not going to call it the Daily Huddle anymore. We're going to call it the weekly huddle anymore. On Mondays, I hope you guys join us. On Mondays, we're going to be given, instead of the way you start your day gives you the rest of your life, we're going to say the way you start your week gives you the rest of your life. So we're going to be on Mondays. I hope you guys come, and some of you hosts, we also be as speakers and hosts and everything we need to do to create a powerful way to start your week. That's what I want to say. It's going to be the same link anyway, or as until Sorrell says otherwise, it's going to be the same link.
Same link.
And that's what I want to say for me. I love you. I love you with all my heart. I'm a guy who really doesn't see himself as a powerful person until somebody else comes in there in my listening, and that has been you. And I thank you for helping me navigate through all the traumas of my childhood, through all of the rejections of my childhood, through all this internal dialogue that says I'm not enough. And I don't know if I'll ever be enough, but what I do know is that next to you, I am enough. So thank you for that listening. And Vince, do your magic.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. As you go on, my message to you is that you only have one body. If you don't take care of it, where are you going to live? You only have one body, so eat as though your life depends on it. Because it really does. Thank you, Gio. Thank you, Sorrell. Thank you for your generosity and for putting together a platform that is second to none. I love each and every one of you. Thank you.
Whoa. Was fantastic, Vince. Fantastic.
Just fantastic. Thank you, all of you. You have one body.
Thank you, Stan. You know, there is a man named Mark Ham who hosted the